Welcome to the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast, the show where we shine a light on the incredible businesses, community leaders, and local legends that are shaping our town. I'm your host, James O'Donnell, and today we are joined by CHERYL MASEY, a local mindset and business coach, to explain more about her work and who might best benefit from her services. CHERYL, great to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thanks.
For those of us who don't know you yet, CHERYL, who are you and what do you do here in Bishop Stortford?
So I'm CHERYL MASEY and I am a mindset business coach, and I help people build confidence and self-worth, belief in themselves so that they can lead a more fulfilled life. So one that they want to live on purpose, kind of helping them find purpose. And, I find a lot of people are not living a life that they want to. They're just living a life that they feel that they have to have a 9-to-5 job, or they have to have they have to be a mum, and they can't, do something for themselves. And they, people are sitting there and they want more from their lives and they feel like they want more, but then they're just being held back by, perhaps like certain judgments from people, or, what will people think? And I'm not good enough, all these different things. So I help people kind of break through those kind of fears and beliefs that they have and then action plans to help to get where they want to get, really.
Wonderful. So a little bit meta there. From the work that you're doing, I assume that you had a breakthrough. What was yours, and how did it all get started?
So years ago, I was living in that kind of circle. I was working in jobs that fit around my children. So I had children when I was quite young, and I wanted to spend all day with them, and just then I was working in like pubs and restaurants. And then I moved on to working in the town for like a skincare brand, and I was just run ragged. I was dropping the kids off at the school or their club. I was always running late, running to work, somebody tapping their watch at me saying, will you be making that 3 minutes up in your lunch break? Oh my God. It was just, I loved working with people, but I didn't love working for the companies. And I just I didn't have that, I didn't have time for anything. And I always knew that there was more. I just didn't know how or what it was until I started kind of looking into like, what do I want? How am I going to get it? And I came across a coach, and I ended up signing up to a program, and then it kind of just all blew up from there, really. And I started taking courses, and one course led to another course, and now I'm actually just going into my final year of my psychology degree in central London. So it's just kind of, but had I have not kind of taken that first step and said, do you know what, there is more to life than this, how am I going to do it? I would have never been in the position. I'd never been on this podcast right now, because there has been no way that I would have just even considered just showing my face online, let alone just like talking online as well. So that's how it's it was a small step, and then it just all gone crazy.
It's wonderful. I think there's a lot of people in that position. I'm a dad with 2 boys, one's 6, one 2, and I'm doing school drop off. I'm doing activities with the 2-year-old. Then we're taking the other one to activities as well. And it does feel like I'm, dad's taxi service at the moment. And it's really difficult in a regular kind of working environment to get anything going, because you've got all these other, essentially more important things that are pulling you here, there, and everywhere. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing the podcast, is to be super flexible. But I think there's lots of people that, as you say, get stuck in that space, that then don't think, there might be something else to do. So it sounds like you're going to help people hopefully step out of their comfort zone.
Well, first of all, the taxi, it feels like it never ends. It actually gets worse as they get older. Like it is just wow. But also what I find, I say to a lot of people that say they can't fit the time in, I say, if you can dedicate 15 minutes a day to doing something, anything at all that works towards what they want, the dream that they want, then that's 15 minutes. It's just under 2 hours in a week, and if you scale that on 6 months, 12 months, you've actually worked a lot towards for just that 15 minutes. So maybe 15 minutes less scroll time, 15 minutes less TV, just, whenever you're sitting in in the car or, waiting for the kids' club to finish. Like, can you do anything in that time? Or I like to listen to audiobooks or some of my courses when I'm driving in between places. Just little bits. And actually, you then start finding more time. It's one of those things, because then you get the momentum for it, and it just kind of goes, it just escalates, and before you know it, you're doing a degree.
Well, that's an incredible step to make, doing a degree. That's big. Like I did the old school way of going to university and all that kind of stuff. But I think there's something to be said for doing it once you've had a bit of life experience, because then you actually realize the impact that having a degree can have. Not right for everyone, but that's a huge step.
I never wanted to go to university. I was like, I left school. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I left school. So then I, followed the herd, and I'd done beauty therapy. And then I kind of went on to do like a marketing. I was like a bit of everything. And it wasn't until I knew that I wanted to do this that actually nothing else stuck. Like, I wanted to do it a long time before I actually started. But, listening to people just being like, oh, why would you do that? Why would you want to like listen to people's problems, this and that? And I was like, I want to help people. But at the time, it was the fear of the judgment from other people. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't. And I kind of sat on it for about 10 years before I actually done anything about it. And do you know what? Now would, if people want to say it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. And it's not listening to people's problems. It's helping people overcome what's stopping them in their life. So kind of, I just wish I never listened to those people before.
Or use that for motivation. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. So who is this for? Can you describe to me, who do you think is going to get the most out of, having a conversation with you, CHERYL?
Yeah. So anybody that really wants to make that change in their life, that is kind of ready, but they're not sure how to take those first few steps, just even if they want to come and have a chat with me and just, what can I do? How can I get there? Just people that, like they want more from their life. They want more freedom, whether that's financially, with their time, with their family, just like whatever freedom looks like to them. Like how is it that they can get it, really? And people that maybe feel like they can't, but want to see if they can, and just kind of, take that small little step forward and kind of test the waters. Then those sort of people.
Wonderful.
Who want to live on purpose.
That's wonderful. What we'll do, CHERYL, is we'll put some links into the show notes, and when we push the episode out onto the socials, so that if anybody wants to follow the work that you're doing or get in contact to have a conversation, they can reach out to you directly and have a conversation.
Yeah,
Sound
absolutely.
Good?
Yeah,
great.
Great. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for some Stortford Spotlight questions?
Yeah. I'm glad it's not Stortford trivia, because I'm maybe not that knowledgeable.
Trivia. That's a whole new segment. Like, we could add that.
Oh yeah, I feel like we can make a board game. It's going to be great.
The Stortford board game.
Yeah.
Today's podcast is brought to you by a great local business helping people take back their time in Bishop Stortford. If your weekends are getting swallowed by cleaning instead of time with your family, I get it. As a dad of 2 young boys, I know how fast those moments can go, and I've been let down by cleaners before. That's why I use Time For You Cleaning. They're reliable, friendly, and give you one less thing to worry about. If you want your time back, head to timeforyou.cleaning and let them know the podcast sent you. Get back your precious time and support local. Right, back to the show. Wonderful. Okay, Stortford Spotlight. First question. If you could put one sentence on a billboard in Jackson Square, what would it say, and who do you think needs to hear it the most?
I would probably say, so it's one of my favourite quotes, and it is, feel the fear and do it anyway. So, and I think most people need to hear it, because so many people are walking around, they've got a fear of, they want to do something, but the fear is holding them back. But sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and just do it anyway, because at the end of it, we never regret what we do. So we always regret.
That would be a great billboard. We never regret what you do.
We do.
So that's interesting. The fear element of it, because it's not fear as in like I'm actually scared of something. The fear comes across as inaction, doesn't it? And procrastination. That's how it manifests in most people.
And because fear is a response of our brains that are they're there to keep us safe. So our brains are to keep us safe, not successful. And so when we are a bit scared of something new that's coming, we need to then say, is it actual danger, or am I scared because X, Y, Z? And just kind of, if you're not in any immediate danger and there's no risk to anybody, you're just going to have to do it. You just got to do it.
Wonderful. Great sentiment. Second Stortford Spotlight question. Where do you go in Bishop Stortford that you secretly hope never gets too popular?
So this is quite a tough one because I feel like I go a lot of places. But one place that I secretly hope that never gets too popular is host Terrace on a sunny day, because it's a nightmare to get a table sometimes if the sun's shining. But if you've got that nice little space, you've got your mojito, I love it. And the music.
You like the music? Fantastic. Host haven't had a shout out yet, so that's a great shout.
Not?
No.
But only on a summer's day.
Summer's
winter.
Yeah.
For winter, I'd probably choose somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be
this is
going to
go out. This is going to go out in a month's time from now, so it'd probably be winter. Where would you go in the winter?
Well, trying to. There's too many places.
We are quite lucky in Stortford with spots to go out.
Yeah. So I really like the new coffee lab. I know it's like, another coffee shop in Bishop Stortford, but I really like their coffee. I tried it a few weeks ago, and I met a friend actually at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like our schedules never meet, so and it was so quiet in the town, and we just sat outside in the sun, and the coffee was really nice.
Good shout out as well. Awesome. Thanks for that. And finally, CHERYL, who's doing something special in town that more people need to know about?
Something that I've come across recently is Legends on the Bench. And I believe that they've put I know that they've put a bench in Swordsfield, and it's to support people. It's a suicide prevention, but it's there for people that, want to talk to people, want more support, and they've got a QR code on the bench too. So for people, in need. So I've thought that was quite good.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome move to support everybody that's in Bishop Stortford. Any kind of support you can give people when they're at that stage with their mindset is going to be fantastic, and I'll find the right way of sharing the information about that. So that any support that we can give it is great. But I think the more people know about it and know that somewhere that people can go, I think that's going to be wonderful. That's great, CHERYL. Thank you so much today for joining us on the podcast. Where's the best place for people to find you online and get involved with the work that you're doing?
I would say the best place is Instagram at CHERYL MASEY Coaching. Or to, find me on email is hello@CHERYLMASEYCoaching.com. So other than that, if you see me in the town, say hello, have a little chit chat, and yeah. But when I give you my link, I will give you the link to my Calendly link. So if anybody did want to have a little chat and, see if, we could come up with something, if they're, stuck on something and they want to see if it's for them, then I can have a little chat with them and we could go from there. That's free, no obligation.
That's great. We'll put the links to your Calendly and your Instagram in all the show notes, so people can just kind of follow up on that. If they hear this, and then they can follow along on your Instagram as well. I'm sure you dropped some pearls of wisdom on there as you go through. It'd be great to see how you get on with your degree as well. You're in your final year now?
Final year now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be starting in October, I think.
Yeah. So next Easter you should wrap it up, something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
To have my degree.
Exciting.
And a friend of mine, she's trying to rope me into going into the masters with her, and I'm on the fence because I will never stop courses. I love learning, but I'm not sure academia learning is right up my street because of the whole exams, references. But I just think if I'm going to do them years anyway, I might as well do something with them.
Yeah,
I could do fantastic. It. It's a
great step that you've gone through that. One more year, and who knows what, where you might be in a year's time.
Yeah, I know. Just be doing the doctorate next.
Dr. MASEY, fantastic.
Doctorate.
CHERYL, thank you so much for joining us today on the Bishop Stortford Community Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No problems. And if you're listening or watching and you enjoyed this episode, the best way to support the show is to hit follow, leave a quick review on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're watching this, and share on your socials with someone who you think should hear this. If you know someone that's maybe a little stuck in a rut, has got a business idea but isn't sure where to take it, get in contact with CHERYL, and you can have a little conversation there, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you out or push you in the right direction. And if you know another local legend, someone who's doing something for themselves, someone that does something for the community to make Bishop Stortford a better place to live, drop me a message with their details, drop their name in the comments, so I can tell their story and shine a light on the work that they are doing. That's it from me. Go and support a local business today and make our community that little bit better. Have a great day. If you run a business built on trust, but your website's full of stock photos and silence, we need to talk. True Tone Testimonials helps coaches, consultants, and other service providers turn real client stories into high-converting video content. No scripts, no fluff, just honest words from real people who already love what you do. They're professionally filmed and ready to drop onto your site or into your socials. Head to truetonetestimonials.card.co. Let your clients do the selling. Okay, support local. Let's get back to the show.